So again, Queen of Pentacles in other decks in reverse. If this is a person, normally a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo person, in the reverse, it could be a boss, or it could be somebody that maybe this is the reason you want to get out. You know, if it's your boss, it's the reason you want to leave. You just really feel like this person is very stingy. Maybe you feel like, you know, they don't, this company, maybe this is the owner of the company and they just don't pay what they should be paying. You know, if for your industry, your career path, your job title, it could be that you feel like you're really kind of getting this shaft when it comes to the money you're making. This is like someone trying to take advantage of you monetarily. This could also be somebody who kind of is lazy and pushes their work off on other people. But the thing with the Pentacles people in reverse, it's normally that they are greedy and all about themselves, and it's like, I want all the money, but I don't want to do any of the work. And for some of you, because Gifu is here, this could be somebody that you live with too. It doesn't have to be a work situation. This could also be a male in these general readings. So male or female, earth sign energy, Cap, Taurus, or Virgo. But so yeah, this could be somebody that you are, you know, you're tired of them kind of taking advantage of you, maybe particularly financially in some way. It's all about them and their money and their this or that. And, but I feel for some of you, this could be somebody who was going to partner with you in this venture that you were trying to do, or this project, or they were going to do this thing with you or help you with this. And like turning this thing that you love to do into a business. So maybe this was a partner that you thought was on board, but then they kind of, you know, flake out on you. And I still think you're going to find someone else because you've got the rune of partnership here. So whatever happens with this person, I think it's going to kind of throw a wrench in the situation. It's unexpected. Unexpectedly, someone drops the ball or bows out or flakes out on something that you were kind of counting on them for. And it may be your boyfriend, girlfriend, or marriage partner, especially if they're an earth sign, but or have earth sign rising. But I feel like if it's a business thing, you're going to replace them, and maybe even if it's a marriage or a partnership, you may be replacing, because we've got new beginnings, the rune of luck, the rune of new projects, new starts, and like whoever doesn't want to partner with you, I feel like someone else is going to step up and want to help you with this, or want to collaborate with you, or want to invest in whatever this is. So, while it may be upsetting when this person kind of, maybe doesn't live up to their promises or doesn't do what they said they were going to do, it does seem like you are replacing them with someone who does. Or this is an offer that is, again, a job offer, like you're leaving one crappy job to go to a very exciting, more satisfying job. And it may involve relocation, but we've got the rune of Rido here. So it is kind of like, big shifts, changes, leaving one job for another, leaving a job to start your own business, relocating to start a new job, traveling for work. Maybe that's the part of this new position that you like, for those of you that it is a job or a business that you are starting. It's going to involve travel, or you're going to be able to move to a location within the next year, maybe not in October. For some of you, it may be, but for others of you, it may be within, like, between now and next October, because Yera is here, which is the rune of 1 year is the time frame on that. But also it's the rune significant and associated with the fall of the year, because it's the harvest rune. So this fall could be very significant, either in a big shift or change that's very positive for you, Aries, or it's the start of that. It's the start of a year-long progress with career and work, and just being more satisfied with how you're making your money. Because you're going out independently, or because you're partnering up with someone who's maybe more of a go-getter, or more of a, maybe more financially settled than the partner you've been with before. Because, yeah, I feel like some of you, it's like you're switching partners. Others are switching jobs. Others are leaving the workforce altogether and starting their own thing. Maybe some of you are retiring. I feel like that, maybe your financial, that's ended, and now it's like you're really excited to move. I want to move to, I've got this condo on the lake, or a condo by the sea, or cottage in Ireland, wherever you're retiring to, and you're ready to get started. You're ready to, and it seems like you may be like starting that process, many of you. But there may be a little bit of a wait time, like before you can get your money, or before you can go looking, or before you can travel over there to look. So that may be a little bit frustrating. It's like, I want to get out of here and just get this, get this next chapter started, but I've got to be patient and kind of wait. You are going to get there, but it's like there's some cogs that have to be, or there's a delay maybe a little bit in like when you can take the money out or when you can access it. Now, the help that's going to be available for you in October, you've got the Nine of Imps in reverse. So this is the Nine of Rods or Wands in reverse. So, let me see what this is saying with this room here. I want to see what's coming through with the two of these together. It's kind of an odd help. It's kind of an odd message in the help sector here. Well, I feel like the advice for the month of October, Aries, and I don't think this is normally a big factor for you anyway, but it is not to care what people are going to think or say about something you're doing. Especially if you are you're leaving one partner for another, or you are leaving one job for another, or you are, you're retiring and you're moving to an island somewhere. And, there's something you're doing that, I feel like may be quite shocking to others. And it's like you're going to be the subject of gossip. But I mean, I think the help that's going to be available to you is like you don't care. You just don't care. You're doing what you have to do. You are doing what you feel is necessary. You are doing what works for you. You're following your bliss, right? And the gossip, or maybe especially on the internet, or, on social media or whatever, and what people are saying, I mean, don't let it get to you. And I don't think you will anyway, but it's like tongues are going to be wagging about you and something you're doing in October here, Aries. And, you're causing a stir for sure. But it's like, you don't care. It's almost like though people are trying to provoke you maybe, or kind of trying to, question your motives, question your decisions. And, the advice is to just not engage. There's also a battle that you're done with. So for some of you, this person who let you down, or this job that you were really not happy in, or this relationship that you were really not happy in, you're just done waiting for the next argument, right? You're just done waiting for the next battle, or the next challenge, or the next obstacle because of what someone says, because this is the rune of communication. So it is kind of like, all how someone expresses themselves or doesn't express anything. And you're just tired of always questioning, or always, having to argue or defend what you want to do or your decisions, and you're just not going to do it anymore. And that is what you should do in October. Just go on your path and kind of like, to hell with everybody else is pretty much the energy I'm getting with this. Now, what must be accepted about October? We've got the Nine of Bats, which is the Nine of Swords, but it is in reverse. So this is, releasing yourself from worry. Because of a new beginning, whatever this new venture, this new start, it's like, I'm not going to have to be in the rat race anymore. So many of you are retiring. You're moving on to the next phase. And you're not going to have to, do the daily grind anymore. And I feel like many of you just can't wait to get out of this. For some of you, this could be a job loss for your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or a roommate. And, again, this ace of pumpkins in reverse, and maybe it's the Queen of Pumpkins in reverse again, or Queen or King, who's lost their job. And so maybe this is what's motivating some of you to go actually start this business, or to go out and get this job, because it's like, without this second income, I've got to make up for this. But it's kind of It's like the loss creates the gain, or the loss motivates you to do this, to start this business or turn this hobby into a moneymaker. And it's almost like maybe, like if you were depending on someone or a job for money, it's like it's going to be a relief to not have to like even deal with it anymore, because it was never worth it anyway. With Feu in reverse, it was a job, a situation, a person to be avoided. And Cancer got this same rune in reverse, but in a different position. But that was the message as well. Like, you know, that whatever is you're letting go of or moving on from or not kind of giving a care about is, you know, it's best that way. It served its purpose, if it ever had any purpose at all. You know, but most things do. But yeah, whatever is lost or that may come up as at first as a job or money loss for you or someone that you're living with, it's actually creating this void for something else to fill it. So either a better job that would require a move, a better situation for you as far as the work itself, something that's more creative or more satisfying or more just right up your alley. Now the outcome of October, we do have the Ace of Ghosts in reverse. This is the cup suit in Halloween deck. So the Ace of Ghosts in reverse. There is a bit of an emotional disappointment due to some sort of secret coming out. And again, I could be kind of going back to this. Like you're disappointed in some things that maybe people are saying to you or about what's going on with you. You may be feeling like you're getting more criticism than support. You're disappointed with what's been hidden from you or what's been going on. You know, and, but again, your advice or the help that's going to be available to you is to not care about that. But for some of you, maybe you find out that someone that you thought really, you know, cared about you or had your best interest at heart has been, you know, has said some negative things about you or to you or about what you're doing and the decisions that you're making. And, it surprises you with Hagalaz here. I mean, this is the rune of, you know, shocking revelations. And next to Peridro, it's like shocking secrets or, you know, something coming to light. Someone is not, you know, they didn't have the intentions that you thought they did, or they're not the person that you thought they were. Now, this doesn't have to be that intense. Again, there's so many of you, so the intensity of these energies will vary person to person. This could also just be like, you know, something's revealed and it's, you know, it's disappointing to you. You were kind of hoping that something would you know, or something changes. There's a surprise change to something, and you're like, well, man, that's disappointing. It kind of rocks your world here. And it doesn't have to be something someone was willfully hidden. It may just be a circumstance that changes. You thought something was going to be one way, and then it turns out it's going to be another. Or, you know, you thought this relationship, this new person was, you know, this was going to lead to something, and then it kind of fizzles. But this is a very, really money career focused reading for you, Aries. So, and you know, this may just be kind of building on whoever this person is that you thought was going to partner with you or support you or invest in your idea. And they kind of flake out and now you have to find someone else. But remember, I mean, if this person, to replace this person who flakes out, if that other person doesn't show up in October, they soon will, because I feel like they're creating a void that is meant to be filled by someone or something else for you that's going to be far better in the long run, or just make things actually easier for you.